The animal world can be full of surprising friendships, formed in the unlikeliest of places. When this baby moose was abandoned by its mother, it found itself without a companion. However, its loneliness didn't last long, as it was soon introduced to a German shepherd that quickly became its closest friend. The baby moose was no longer alone and was filled with joy, having found a friend in the most unexpected of places. Before we move on, we have 3 more touching tales of baby moose rescue by human heroes. So stick around until the end, as these stories are sure to surprise and warm your heart. A baby moose was caught in a barbed wire fence, and its mother could only watch helplessly. Fortunately, a couple came across the scene, and the man bravely approached the moose to free it from the wire. The woman captured the rescue on camera as the man carefully untangled the moose from the wire. The baby moose was finally freed and ran back to its mother, who was waiting anxiously nearby. The couple's kindness and quick thinking allowed the young moose to escape unharmed, and their actions were captured on camera for all to see. The video of the rescue serves as a reminder of the compassion and bravery that people are capable of showing towards wildlife. A biker man was cruising down a rural road when he spotted a thirsty baby moose on the side of the road. Without hesitation, he stopped his bike and rummaged through his bag to find a bottle of water. He approached the moose cautiously and offered it a drink, which it eagerly accepted. After quenching its thirst, the baby moose was overjoyed and wouldn't leave the man's side. The man continued to feed and interact with the moose, forming a unique bond with the wild animal. As he got back on his bike to continue his journey, the baby moose followed him for a while, not wanting to say goodbye. The encounter was a heartwarming reminder of the connection that humans and animals can share. A group of fishermen on Rainy Lake in northwestern Ontario were shocked to see a moose struggling in the water. At first, they thought the moose was just swimming, but after 40 minutes of watching its struggles, they grew worried and decided to take action. The fishermen had a rope on board their boat, and with quick thinking, they used it to save the drowning moose. They threw the rope to the moose and pulled it towards their boat, helping the exhausted animal to safety. The moose was grateful for the rescue and swam away unharmed. The fishermen's bravery and quick thinking demonstrated their compassion for wildlife and their determination to help animals in need. The rescue was a reminder of the positive impact that humans can have on the well-being of animals. Now back to the story of baby moose and German shepherd friendship. It all began at 5 in the morning when Shannon Lugden heard some cries coming from outside of her home. She soon realized she was hearing the cries of a baby moose. The moose had been abandoned by its mother. The baby moose's mother was nowhere to be found. However, Lugden knew that she couldn't intervene. Many wildlife experts explicitly state not to intervene when a baby moose is left alone. This is because oftentimes the mother will return. Lugden let a few hours pass, hoping that eventually the mother moose would show up. However, the mother never showed up, and it seemed that the moose was about to get into a very dangerous situation. As Lugden went out to search for the baby moose, she immediately noticed that it was getting into some trouble. The baby moose had managed to wander off to Route 11, and it was at that point that Lugden knew she had to intervene. Lugden knew that she couldn't just stand idly by while the baby moose, that she now named Miss Maggie Moo, walked into danger. She called 2 wardens named Adrian and Nick to help her lead the little moose off the road. The wardens quickly rushed over and helped Lugden guide Miss Maggie Moo away from the road. They led her over to the brook that she had been standing near originally. She spent the day wandering around by the brook and returning to the spot we think her mama had left her, Lugden wrote on a Facebook post. Before they left, however, the wardens advised Lugden not to move Miss Maggie Moo. The wardens asked us not to go near her for 24 hours. Wild animals often leave their babies to eat, drink, and rest. Abandoned moose are rarely actually abandoned, Lugden explained on her Facebook post. So Lugden listened and left Miss Maggie Moo alone. Then on Sunday morning, Lugden came out of the house to check up on Miss Maggie Moo. However, Miss Maggie Moo was nowhere to be seen, so Lugden went about her day as usual. Lugden let out her German shepherd Leo as usual. Leo ran off in the backyard until something caught his attention. Leo kept looking at one spot in the backyard. Leo continued to stay by one area in the backyard, so Lugden decided to check it out. That's when she saw something that completely shocked her. Miss Maggie Moo had been there the entire time. It seems that Miss Maggie Moo had been hiding away the entire time. Thanks to Leo's great sense of smell, she had been discovered. However, no one expected what happened when Leo finally approached the baby moose. He walked right over and Miss Maggie and Leo became fast friends. I fed her then. A grass, clover, water milkshake. Moose can't have lactose, so I only added a small amount of milk. After talking to a local vet, we switched her to whole lactate. From then on, Miss Maggie Moo would follow Lugden and Leo around constantly. She wanted all of the attention from the two of them. She fell head over heels for them, but especially for Leo. She followed us around all day begging for attention. You can't imagine how affectionate she was, Lugden wrote. Then, a bit later, Warden Adrian came by to check up on Miss Maggie Moo. Warden Adrian came and checked on her Sunday, and he and Warden Gary arranged for a biologist to come pick her up Monday afternoon. The biologist, Amanda, came and got her Monday and arranged for Alicia to deliver her Tuesday to Maine Wildlife Park in Gray. She was 27 pounds and they estimate 6 days old. Abby took wonderful care of her, and we are, as always, grateful for our amazing wardens. Lugden wrote on Facebook. However, soon Lugden's Facebook posts would go absolutely viral when people found out about the story. The Facebook posts have recently gotten over thousands of views and reactions. People all over Facebook were so happy that Miss Maggie Moo was taken care of. Everyone absolutely fell in love with the friendship shared between her and Leo. Oh my God, this is so amazing. So glad the baby found you guys to help him. Poor baby needed some loving and affection. How scary for him to be all alone. Abby must have been in heaven, one user wrote. Miss Maggie Moo has been rescued and has been doing great. Although Leo and Miss Maggie Moo had a short friendship, what they shared was truly one of a kind. So friends, that's all for today. What's your favorite story? Please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.